Yeah.
Hello and welcome to Jam and Chat 19. I'm your host, Matthew. With you today, I got the original creator of the idea of YouTube. He wrote an entire book about it. That's right, C. Eric Skaggs. And I've got a great fellow private music lesson teacher who does online lessons, and she'll tell you how to find her. She teaches flute and things that I don't teach, so check her out. Jennifer Valaket, everybody. All right.
I decided I like the spiky guitar for visual fun.
I love it.
I know. I love it too.
Pretty sweet.
You know what? I think it stays in tune better too. It's got the locking. It locks up here and it locks down here.
Yeah, the Floyds are nice.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
it a Floyd Rose?
Yep.
I like them. They're a pain in the butt, but they're worth it.
hmm And this is the guitar that I really kind of learned on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like what's your first guitar? It's not the one you're holding, is it, Matt?
Oh hell no. No, my first guitar was like this little red electric. Um
Yeah.
and this is actually my newest guitar. It's a couple years old now, maybe 3 or 4 years old.
Yeah. How do you like this? Look, I made this.
Oh,
Little
cool.
arts and crafts.
Nice.
It's puffy paint.
Is that
It's
your
got
website?
text.
Is that your website?
Yeah.
Oh, cool, cool.
So you can go to buckget.com and you can get a lot of things. It was sort of like kind of like the idea of Fiverr, sort of before Fiverr came out, really.
hmm
Um, and you know, you can kind of like offer your services. It's suggested for, you know, as cheap as possible, but it's especially recommended if you have something you could do for somebody for a buck. That's kind of the thing. Where Fiverr
Or
was
as many
kind of like
bucks,
you had to have
or as
something for
many
five
bucks as you
bucks.
want to charge. You know, like the the thing is too. You can also do crafts too. You know, it's not just services. You can do products too. There's people that ride share like Uber on Bucket. There's people that space rent like Airbnb. There's people that raise money for charity like GoFundMe. There's people that you just have to, integrate a bit of entrepreneurial creativity into it, and you can pretty much do anything as far as buy, sell, product, service.
Cool.
If you want to get a buck, go to bucket.com. If you want a buck, you can get a buck at bucket.com. There you go. $100 for that jingle. No, I'm just kidding.
You're actually very little.
That's good.
Fuck it. I don't know.
No, see, there's your hook right there, right? Bucket.com.
Maybe we should do that at Yogi's sometime. I think my ear is better than I think it is sometimes.
It's your thinking that's not good.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Your ear is always good, right?
Hey,
Yeah.
you what kind of outdoor activities have you guys been participating in since they started to free up stuff? Anything?
Yeah.
We've been sitting inside the motorhome a lot because it's raining like almost every day.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
yeah, like last night it literally rained from sundown to sunup, and now
Wow.
it's not raining, but it's just like muddy puddles everywhere out there. And it's just gravel roads where I'm at anyway, so um, you don't really want to be outside. It's cold and super humid. Um,
I did my first outdoor activity yesterday.
what'd you do?
I went disc golfing at Shenley Park.
Cool.
We did a
Can
couple
we?
things.
Can you share pictures with people on here?
Yeah, you can share your screen if you want.
Okay. What if I took a picture of the disc golfing?
You have to
It's a
put it
nice
on your desk,
picture.
put it open on your thing, and then you can choose which open thing you want to share with everybody, and then just make sure you click off of it when you're done sharing.
Okay, I'm doing this on a phone, but is that how that works? Okay,
As long as you
so
got the app, you should be able to screen share.
gallery, and then there's the picture I want to share. How do I do it?
So the green button, it'll say share screen.
Even on even if I'm okay, the picture is in another tab. Now what?
Well, it might be different on mine, but here, look, I'll share my
On a
screen.
phone?
Okay? Do you see?
Yeah.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah, but you're on a computer. So
Okay, so it's different.
let's see, mute, stop video, share. Oh, here's share.
Right here, share screen. Yeah.
Host disabled attendee screen sharing. What's
I
that
did
mean?
not disable anything.
I don't know.
It's
Zoom is
it's probably a default setting or something. I'll change that. I don't care.
Zoom is live.
Um, let's see, video
Can
settings. I assume
can you
share
can you
screen.
do it?
Hold on. Enable the remote control. Oh, I understand why I took that off. Because I was
Huh.
in. Remember the ISG meeting and that one dude like came in and shared his screen and then like wouldn't turn it off and we couldn't talk to him.
Oh
Remember?
yeah.
That's why it's
Uh-huh.
turned off.
Okay.
Why you want to know what he was sharing?
No, like he was having problems joining the meeting.
Oh, I
But
Oh,
remember
like
that. Yeah.
he shared his screen and we couldn't talk to him and he couldn't talk to us
so
and we
great.
couldn't help him because he couldn't hear us. So
Mhm.
like we were trying to help him, but he kept sharing his screen and we couldn't all see what we were doing.
Can you turn it off temporarily so I can show you a picture? I
It's
want to see if I can do it.
my screen is still sharing. What?
No.
No,
No.
shouldn't be.
Can I? I want to share the picture.
I'm
How do I
trying
do
to
it?
let you. I'm trying to figure it out. Accessibility. Now let's close captioning. General. Hmm.
Oops.
Huh. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure why it's giving you a hard time, dude. We'll have to mess with that another time, I guess, because I don't want to spend this whole time on that.
I
Okay.
went to karate today. Selling Matthew was great, and they were very safe and everything. So that's the only thing I've done. But
Karate.
yeah, taekwondo.
Well, you were doing karate on Zoom, and now you're doing it in person.
Yeah, the class I go to is in the morning, and there's only 5 people, so it felt super safe. So yeah, and
Okay.
they all stayed away from each other and stuff. So.
What happens when you want to hit somebody?
You can't do that right now.
Can't hit people.
Yeah, we can't do that now. But it was fun. But I got my green belt. I did Zoom testing. Um,
So how many katas do you know now?
4.
4?
Wait, 1, 2. No, 3. Sorry, 3. I'm learning a 4th one.
Okay.
Yeah. So they're fun.
That's cool. Did you guys ever play disc golf?
No. Have you, Matthew?
It's fun because it doesn't cost anything. And you know how golf is like weird expensive? Well, disc golf doesn't cost anything. And you don't have to worry about losing balls. And it's like a lot of the frustration's gone. Because instead of having to hit this like little ball with like this slightly larger thing on the end of a very long stick, you're just throwing a frisbee. So it's a lot less frustrating.
Sounds fun.
Mm-hmm.
We did do
And I got 2 under par,
sweet.
which is good, but I cheated because since I was by myself, I did 2 drives and then 2 second shots and then 2 putts each time. And I was always taking like whichever one was.
That's cool. We did mini golf once.
So, also known as cheating.
Sorry. We cut off, sorry. We did mini golf one time with the kids. That was crazy. So, and we wiped everything. Well, they had already wiped everything. But
Huh?
mini golf, miniature golf.
Oh, mini golf. Hey, did you see that new
Yeah.
show where they play crazy mini golf? It's like, I don't remember what it's called, but Rob Riggle's on it.
No.
It's so crazy. I can't remember what it's called, but it's like the wildest mini golf you've ever seen in your life, mixed with like obstacle courses.
Awesome.
It's crazy. I wish I could explain it. It sounds just like, oh, okay, mini golf. No, it's something weird and special.
Cool.
Let's play some blues, guys. Come on, come on.
Play some blues.
I'll see how I do figuring out the Nope.
I'm really happy cause I went outside. I'm really happy cause I went outside. Cause in the quarantine I've had to hide. I thought I had a saxophone player. What's going on? Come on, come on, give me some saxophone!
I haven't figured out the key yet. I don't know the I give up. I don't know what key Okay.
I'm not telling you. I'm not telling you. You might be a little bit out of tune, maybe.
I think I don't have the key.
I mean, if you're having trouble hearing it, you might be a little sharp or something.
Yeah.
It's all good. There, that sounds better. Yeah. I'm so happy things are opening up. I'm so happy things are opening up. I don't know what else to say, but I'm happy that things are opening up and I don't know how to run the fucking thing. I don't know.
Hey, that's a good start of a song, though.
Yeah,
Love it. I
I
was
know. I
like,
couldn't think of a good
How are
rhyme.
things going?
huh? I
How
was
are
like,
things going with the openings ups?
No,
Wait,
dude, we we need to be careful. We need to be careful because a lot of people are being really reckless, and not only um, reckless when it comes to like not taking precautions and not staying safe distances, etc., 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 but just basically just stopping to listen to authority. And I'm definitely one that feels like we should be able to do what we want, but you know at the same time it's kind of like I think we should kind of be careful about going back to normal too quickly. I'm sort of in the middle because
yeah, that I thought of three things that were actually good about this pandemic. One is obviously I think, put our resources where they're most needed in medical research. And for all we know, all this research on trying to find treatments and cures and vaccines for different viruses might actually lead to us curing a bunch of other stuff, and we might be more prepared in the
maybe
future, right?
the
yeah.
preparedness
And
is crucial.
yeah, and what were the other things? It's hard to find things good about this, you know what I mean?
Well,
But I
one thing that's good for me is that I've been wanting to move my business online, but I needed a
yeah,
swift kick in the pants to do it. And like, it isn't like my in person music lesson studio was like thriving. I only had like, between like 1 and 5 students at a time. It really wasn't enough, like anywhere near enough. So it's like, well, save the overhead. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's it. I mean, and that's the same for me. I mean, Bucket has probably at least doubled in business since all this happened, because people are starting to realize that they need to move maybe from brick and mortar to online. It's just more efficient. We can use that space then for housing instead of for malls and stuff. I don't know. Like, we're just it almost like pushed us towards high tech.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it
which
pushed
is
technology.
which is always double edged.
Well, sort of, unless it's for the sake of, like, I mean, think of the efficiency of online versus in person. I mean, think, if we weren't doing this online, the only way we could do this, if we how would we'd have to all fly to
Yeah,
Florida or
right,
or
Yeah,
exactly.
right.
or Pennsylvania or something. We'd have to all fly.
Hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, not like we couldn't do this before, but
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it pushed us more in the right direction.
Well, I was never in the same physical location as either of you two at the same time because you've been in Pennsylvania, Eric, And you've been in Florida, Jennifer, and I was both places, but never at the same time.
Actually,
Right.
no, but you taught me some lessons here. Remember?
Yeah,
At Avalon.
yeah,
That was
exactly.
a long time ago, but
That's what I'm saying. I've been in
oh,
person with each of you, but never at the same
I
time.
misunderstood you. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you know what's another good thing about all this is it really helps us understand the difference between want and need. I have friends that are like, I need to go to the bar and have a bunch of drinks. I need to, or some friends, girlfriends mostly, that are like, I need to go get new clothes once a week, or I need this and that. And I think it really made us realize, like, do we really need that stuff? Maybe we're being wasteful, you know? I heard that the environment's getting better too because there's less pollution.
it is, yeah.
That's nice.
I
I've
went.
been seeing deer like really close to the city.
Mhm.
You know, there's like a family of rabbits living in the city now. Like, how do they do that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the environment, the environment that it helped the environment. There's another weird thing I shudder to mention, but I am curious. With some of the conspiracy theories, like
We don't want to
maybe,
get political.
well, maybe no,
We've
not
been doing
that.
a pretty good job staying in the
No,
middle. We
not
don't want to.
political. Not political at all. It's just like I don't know if anybody would ever even bother to do the math on this, but the lives lost, they do seem to be older. Maybe people that were having some medical problems. It's a good thing that it wasn't like, it could have been worse. It could have been like children were affected, like infants or something. But it didn't get that bad. That's good.
It's not over.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
It's
That's
not.
true.
It's not over until everyone's immune to it, or whatever percentage of people are immune to it, and that has not
Right. They
happened
either
yet.
herd immunity, which would mean that basically everybody got it and built up the antibodies, or good treatment, um, or a vaccine. The anti-vaxxer, boy, they're all over Facebook now. I'm seeing it all over.
The only vaccine I'm getting is my own immune system. End of story.
Well,
Me too.
I don't know. I don't know, guys. All that stuff that we've been learning throughout the science and history of humanity, toss that stuff out, right?
Anyway, let's jam.
I'm already jamming.
I know. I'm not an anti-vaxxer, by the way. I just have a low. For me, my immune system is kind of so I'm careful about what I do. But anyways,
Right. I'm not anti either. I'm
yeah.
just like I'm of the feeling that every person should have the ability to choose whether or not they want it or not, and
Right.
it's just that simple.
Yeah.
So
And my doctor will usually tell me like, I don't think you should get this or whatever.
I don't
Anyway,
care. I don't care who all gets it. I just don't want it for me. That's all.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, can we do like a F flute or something?
Sure. Whatever you want,
F
Jen.
sharp or something
It's your
crazy.
turn.
I
What do you
was in
want to do?
like F sharp or something crazy last time. That's why I was like, I can't find this key. Anyway, yeah. How about F and then I would need D, right? I don't know.
You know, I think I think that you are keyist. You do not like the black keys.
That's not true.
You are against the black keys. You think the black keys are inferior and you avoid them with all you can.
But that's
Stay
not
away from the
happening.
black keys. The evil black keys will make your music terrible. You don't want them. No, do not want them at all. Never. Oh, come on, that was funny.
I know. I was laughing.
Eric's not laughing.
I only play the black keys.
I know.
Mm.
That was literally. It's so funny because I was telling one of my students, I was like, I was telling him some of these keys I improv and I was like, C sharp harmonic minor. That's really cool. He was like, seriously? I was like, yeah.
All right. So, what key do you want, Jennifer?
So if you're an F, I'll be a D. Is that it?
Hey, Eric.
Yeah. I know I'm going for the easy route, but. Yeah. I like how we all spot that.
But do we all just stop?
Yeah, we kind of did it.
I didn't stop.
We have like 3
Ow.
Okay.
Do you guys want to keep going on Jam and Chat 20?
I have to head out, but
You have to head out.
yeah.
Okay. All
Sorry.
right. That's cool. Well, I probably should get other work done anyways.
But we're gonna do another
I
one.
need to get some coffee and start my day.
Ah, I know, right?
No, really. I'm serious. Like, I don't know what's going on with my sleep schedule. What is it, 5:30?
Yeah.
It's 2:30 for you, Matt?
It's 2:34.
I just woke up, like, pretty randomly about an hour ago.
When you're living in a motorhome, you can't do that, man. When the sun comes up, you wake up. You know, when it gets dark, you go to sleep because you're tired because you woke up early when the sun came up.
Yeah.
And I like it though. I like it because it's good for me.
You're like a farmer.
Not exactly, but it's
Get
natural.
a cow and some chickens.
Right now, I'm just trying to reduce expenses. I mean, the city's expensive, dude. I mean, real expensive. And like any money that you can not spend, right? That you have, that's yours to keep or spend later. So like,
Sorry.
Are they doing any sort of assistance stuff there, like pantries and handing out big boxes of food and stuff?
the school in the city, Melody, next to our where we were staying in the city, was giving out food to Melody every day for lunch, 5 days a week, and they gave us a couple of boxes of produce. It was random. It was nice, really, really,
Yeah.
really nice. But where I'm at now, man, I just pretty much sit at home.
It says we have less than a minute.
I'm counting, man. I got a minute and 14 seconds.
Oh yeah.
Woohoo! I'm gonna use every damn second.
No, I was like, wait, why does it say less than a minute?
It's all good. Well, I wanted to just take a second anyway. So, we're going to take a second here, and I want to thank everybody for being here with me on Zoom, on YouTube, and make sure you subscribe to this channel. Thank you very much for being here with me. Like this video, share it with all of your friends, and if you would like to be on a future episode of Jam and Chat, please leave a comment down below and say, hey, invite me to that Facebook group where I can be invited to Jam and Chat. And so, I'll see you guys next time on Jam and Chat.
Bye-bye.
Hi, thank you.
Yep.
Thanks, guys.
Laters.